Ford has shaped its heavy-duty truck legacy on the brute strength of its Power-Stroke diesel V8s, but the automaker has never made a serious effort to extend that reputation to its best-selling F-150 half-ton pickup. Whether because of disappointing market research, financial and engineering concerns, limited manufacturing capacity, or possibly lingering memories of General Motors' misunderstood diesel 6.2-liter V8 from the early 1980s, it has taken until now for the light-duty F-Series to bask in the Blue Oval's compression ignition glory. The waiting is the hardest part. After announcing the diesel F-150 last year at the 2017 Detroit Auto Show, Ford certainly took its time filling in the blanks. We speculated that the engine would be a version of the Lion turbo diesel 3.0-liter V6 jointly developed with PSA Peugeot Citroën years ago and currently used in some Land Rover products, and, as it turns out, we weren't far off the mark. But the EcoBoost branded version headed for the F-150 has undergone some pretty significant upgrades thanks to the same Ford engineering team that brought us the 6.7-liter Power-Stroke. To ensure that the engine has the grit to stand up to the abuse of domestic pickup truck owners, Ford began the overhaul at the bottom by fitting the 3.0-liter V6 with a forged crankshaft, like the one found in the 2.7-liter EcoBoost gasoline engine, complemented by purpose-designed main and rod bearings. A variable geometry turbocharger takes care of boost, and common rail direct injection running up to 29,000 psi handles the fuel supply, while dual fuel filters keep the supply clean. Aluminum cylinder heads sit atop a compacted graphite iron block, and a two-stage oil pump keeps the 6.5 quart oil supply circulating with an eye toward efficiency by reducing parasitic loss. Ford is calling for 150,000 mile service intervals on the timing belt, and the 5.4-gallon exhaust after-treatment fluid supply should be good for 10,000 miles per fill. Although official numbers haven't been released, Ford said the turbo diesel 3.0-liter weighs approximately 620 pounds, which is about 150 pounds heavier than the aluminum block, twin-turbo 3.5-liter EcoBoost. It will be produced in Ford's Dagenham engine plant in the UK alongside the Land Rover engine. Fully fortified, the engine's output is pegged at 250 horsepower and a maximum of 440 lb-ft of torque, arriving at a usable 1,750 rpm. Ford's 10-speed automatic transmission, coupled with a diesel-specific differential ratio, is calibrated to make the most of the diesel torque curve. If those numbers look vaguely familiar, it's likely because they are nearly identical to the 254 horses and 443 lb-ft posted by the Range Rover TD6 diesel, which shares the same basic engine minus the F-150 specific upgrades. It's difficult to talk half-ton diesels without at least a brief glance across the street to the Ram 1500 EcoDiesel. The first such player to arrive in the half-ton segment in many years, it has a turbo 3.0-liter V6 diesel currently rated to pump out 240 horsepower and 420 lb-ft of torque. One-upmanship in the truck game is, well, the game, so you can bet those numbers were tattooed as targets on the brains of Ford engineers at the start of the program.